Hello, and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign as Great Britain with FilthyRobot. How's it going, Filthy?
Doing well. Doing real well. Really enjoying this game.
Yeah, I like playing with you. You're a fun guy. You know that?
Good. I'm glad.
Does anyone ever tell you that?
Did anyone ever tell you should answer your phone call then?
I'm sorry. You didn't call. You sent me a text.
I did.
And I thought you were a telemarketer.
I thought I was a telemarketer?
Wishing me Merry Christmas. No.
Well.
So yeah. So hey, how about this whole naval thing? Like, let's actually rule the seas like the British folk that we are.
Yeah, we could.
I want heavies.
You want heavies? All right. Heavies seem really expensive to me. I deleted 2 of my heavies. I only drafted heavies at all in my campaign because I wanted a conquistador, or not conquistador, the other one, the explorer. And the explorer told me I had to have 3 lights and 3 heavies to use them, and I'm like, that's bullshit.
Oh, ouch, ouch! That's such a painful misread. You only need to have 3 heavies or 3 lights.
You fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not fucking kidding you. It's 3 heavies. You need to have 3 heavies to explore or 3 lights to explore.
That's bullshit. I read that like 6 times. Like, do you read? We're gonna read that again when we get things. We're gonna go. I made the executive decision behind the scenes. Rimbo was prompting me. Oh, what do we want to do next for idea groups? We're going colonization next because I want to learn that mechanic, and we're gonna vassalize someone. I don't care who. But we're gonna do that too because I want to learn how that works as well. So.
Wow, that is I'm reading it right now. If you click on any navy and you click on the missions thing, it says you must have an explorer leading this navy in order to be able to send it on an exploration mission. You cannot explore while the fleet is mothballed. You must have a total of at least 3 light and heavy ships.
Right? 3 light and heavy. Says fucking and.
Filthy found a bug. Jake, what the hell is this?
I was very annoyed about that. I put my nobility, my merchants, I put them super negative loyalty to me because I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to get these maps. And I will get these heavy ships, and I'm paying for these heavy ships. I waited 3 years for the heavy ships to be built so I could do it. And you're telling me I could have just done it all the time with my 3 existing light ships? Are you kidding me?
Yep.
That's
yep,
brutal.
Pretty much, yep. I can't. I'm very surprised. Unless they've just changed it on me. No, I'm like 99% sure it's always just been 3.
We'll test it. We'll test it with 3 lights and see if it will work for us here, and then I'm sure we'll get that. Yeah.
Okay. So we're now ahead of time on admin, but we don't have our next idea group unlocked. Okay, we just got our mission complete.
Okay.
Remove Bremen from the map. Bremen. Let's see. Are we allied to the Emperor? The Emperor is Bohemia. Bohemia is, yes, our ally. If we attack Bremen, we lose our alliance with the Emperor. But if we declare a bullshit war, no, they patched that. I remember now. If you declare a war with the allied Emperor in it, then you can't declare war on one of his princes. There's only one way I can think of. We'd have to declare war on one of Bremen's allies, like Utrecht, Munster, or Riga. But I think those are all not possible for us to reach. I don't think we can do that mission.
Okay. Well, the other ones are pretty shitty. Let's see, what do we need? We need 75% of force limit of 75% of our total. That seems very high. And the other one is very hard too. Trade income at least 60%. Doesn't feel like those are particularly great for us right now.
However, we could try to take over East Frisia, which is in the Lübeck node and is not owned by the Emperor. Could fabricate on that guy.
Sure.
I feel like we should expand. I feel like we haven't been doing enough war.
I know, we need to aggressively expand as soon as possible.
I think that sounds good. Mm-hmm. Hey, while we're at peace then for a few years, do you want to get rid of some of these mercs? We don't necessarily have a standing army of mercs.
Yep.
Okay, we've got 17 cannons.
We have mercenary cannons?
No, just 17 regular cannons, 1 regular cav, and then pretty much all mercs.
Okay.
I will start by splitting and getting rid of half the merc infantry.
Okay.
I still just generally speaking don't feel comfortable not having troops in the front row to match the cannons.
Okay.
So either spend some manpower to train some real troops, but even then I would rather not spend manpower on real troops because we have so much money.
Kind of got a bullshit offering here. We can buy 40 military power for 160 ducats, which is expensive, or we can lose 10 prestige, which doesn't feel that great either.
Military points all the way. We have tons of money.
You keep saying that, but I'm so money starved in my other campaign that I have a really hard time spending money like that. 160 is a lot for me for 40 fucking points.
We're making 50 ducats a month.
I know. So why aren't we? I mean, the money's going down, so you're doing something with it.
I've been paying off loans. We still have 2 left.
See?
We owe 700 ducats. We owed 1,500. In the last, episode and a half on speed 2, we've paid off 16, 17, 1,000 ducats or something.
That's pretty good. Yeah, they're big-ass loans, too, aren't they? Okay, I guess. All right.
Venice wants condottieri.
Do you wish to rent out our troops?
Kind of.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
sure.
Let's see what we can do here.
I mean, we have a couple years still before the peace timer's up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that would be 11, 12, 25. We tried to rent out... Oh, yeah, that's right. We have Benjamin Button. That's funny.
That's right.
I still find that to be funny.
You were very pleased when we got Mr. Button here.
All right, so their issue is no land access to capital. They would accept. They would give us 2.6 times the maintenance cost of this army.
It's quite a lot.
That's a lot. And they'd give us 553 ducats up front. We just need to obtain military access to Venice's capital. Okay. Can we even do that is the question. We already have military access through France. We would need to get military access through Savoy. Or I'm wondering what if we just... Can we just put the army down there? That might work. I'm going to try it.
You're going to load them on the boats?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop them off in France. We should have military access through France already.
How many months does it take to bring a mothballed fleet to full readiness?
Depending on the location, if there's no shipyard, it takes they recover 10% per month.
Okay.
And they get weakened down to 25% at full mothball.
Right. So it's basically 8 months.
Unless there's a shipyard, in which case the repair speed is 12.5% or higher with the higher level one.
Okay.
The highest level one increases ship repair by 50%, so you get 15% per tick. Yeah, I would definitely like to rent these troops out, because I feel like they're kind of not doing too much for us right now.
That's true. Because everyone in the entire world is peace-locked with us.
Pretty much, yeah.
I guess that is one thing. You don't have to worry about defense after you've successfully lost all your lands to 2 coalition wars. Or lost all of our allies' lands, I guess. Florence
France
broke
is
their alliance.
We're losing allies fast. What's up with France?
Well, probably they took a big hit last war when we required they be the playground for everyone.
Yeah. Notice the aristocratic coup is at 42%.
It's exciting.
Have you been keeping an eye on that at all to see if
I have.
Gonna fire?
I have. We talked about it in between episodes.
Yeah, but did you calculate it for us?
You calculated it out loud, and I just followed along.
I don't think I did it right. I think you need to make sure.
Oh God, I have to check your math now as well.
Yeah,
as well as I'm in charge of map acquisition. I now have to be in charge of math as well. This is bullshit.
Yes, that's why you're here. Map acquisition. That's exactly.
That's my department. Acquisition of maps.
All right. So we do have military access. All we had to do is ferry the army over to France, and now that it's not us as a nation having access. It's the army has to have military access to their capital.
Yeah, watch that peasant stack. Oh, so there was something comment section brought up that I wouldn't mind double checking here, which was that I didn't realize that peasants would only do certain things. They would only move, or like uprisings would only move to certain areas based on like the goal of the uprising.
Yes.
Okay. So can you talk to me about how I spot the goal of the uprising? So we have a peasant stack there. You see the Breton peasants in Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So tell me about their goals and how I determine that and where they'll go because of that.
Okay. So peasants are the most generic rebel.
Okay.
Peasants spawn either via event or because you just have really high unrest, but there's no other nations' core on the province.
Okay.
So they don't spawn as separatists who want to become free. They're just generic peasants. They just want to raise autonomy. So their goal is going to be to siege down provinces within the tag that they spawned in, siege down their provinces, and when they succeed, they raise autonomy, and they cause the enemy, the nation, to lose prestige.
So this being Brittany. So this peasant army is only going to ever go in Brittany.
Correct. It'll never leave Brittany.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about it at all. That's why I didn't even notice it, because you just know.
Okay.
You can actually tell by the symbol of the red and black flag that it's peasants. See that little pitchfork?
Yep.
So just generally speaking, you could ignore pitchforks unless, let's say, Brittany owns land in 2 spots.
They might move between and we siege along the way or something stupid.
Yeah, he would march through other land just to get to another province.
Yeah, but will he siege along the way, or is he just passing through?
No, he'll just pass through, but he will be hostile to you.
Yeah, you just wave your arms and say, see ya, peasants. Would you like a map?
Man, I cannot believe that Venice has given us all this money for this. Hey, there goes all of our debt. Want to start building stuff.
Good. Yeah. What are we building?
I don't know, boats.
Okay. I mean, what's our force limit? I mean, we're not up to our boat force limit yet. I feel like we were pretty close.
We were
86 out of 115. Holy shit. We have tons of force limit left. Yeah, build us some boats.
Oh my gosh. Genoa's got a 0001 liter. Let's go have Benjamin Button teach them the ways of war.
One of my neighbors in the campaign I'm playing spawned, this is, super early in the game, spawned, I think it was a 3.5 or 3, can they even have 6? It might have been a 3.6 liter. I was like, are you out of your mind?
Yeah, an early game leader like that is kind of crazy.
I just refuse to fight him. I mean, I can't imagine a scenario where I win a fight with him with anything resembling even numbers.
All right, well, we killed more than we lost, but we were still a bit low on morale. We broke their siege of Milan. Yeah. That's what's important. Besides, they're mercs. We don't care about these guys. These bodies.
We don't pay to reinforce them?
We do. We pay money, we don't pay manpower.
I understand, but isn't the whole point of renting these out to save money?
We're saving money pretty much no matter what, because they gave us 2.6 times the... They gave us 18 months of 2.6 times maintenance cost.
Okay.
And if they keep them for more than 18 months every single month, after those 18 months have passed, we're going to start getting a stipend as an income source.
I understand, but what I'm asking, though, basically is what is I don't know the relative reinforcement cost of a army compared to the upkeep cost. So you're telling me they're telling me 2.5 times the upkeep cost. Well, is the upkeep cost related to the reinforcement cost? Because I know that when my armies are low on troops, like when they've taken losses and they're recovering to full, I'm paying more. But I don't know how much more.
It's more expensive to hire a brand new troop than it is... Ooh, England. This is interesting. Okay. It's more expensive to hire a new troop than it is to reinforce a troop to full.
But how expensive is reinforcement compared to maintenance?
That is a question I don't have a good mathematical answer for.
Then how do you make the determination that we're making money by having these fights and having to reinforce our units in their land?
Because they're paying for 2.6 times the maintenance cost, and we're not paying any percent of the maintenance cost.
Yeah, but your assumption then is that 2.6 times the maintenance cost is higher, is more valuable, there's more ducats involved in that than there is in the cost of reinforcing our armies that are taking losses.
Best case scenario, we would offer condottieri and then do absolutely nothing.
Right.
But that's also kind of cheap and boring, and also we're still going to be making money. Exactly how much? Don't know. But we're making money.
Okay, so
at 2.6, I know for sure we are.
Okay, I can take that on faith, I suppose. Not sure comment section somewhere will fill us in on the actual details.
There is a formula. There's an extensive wiki that you can go read about reinforcement costs and stuff if you really want to know the numbers. But for the most part, I mean, even if they were paying like 1.5x maintenance, I'd still be willing to do some battles because most of our losses are just mercs, and we're not even losing. We're gaining manpower. We were at 30,000 at the beginning of this episode. Now we're at 37,600.
Yeah, because we're gaining that because we're taking no losses on the units that are using our manpower pool. So.
Yeah, exactly. So create an army for our nation would require 75% of our force limit, which is a lot. Pretty unlikely. We should rely more on trade income. Can we get to 60%? We're at 55.2. If we could somehow... Yeah, you know what? If we built some more ships, I think we could actually do the trade income mission.
If only someone had thought about that.
Let's do that. Let's take that. Okay. And then I hear you buying stuff. Building light ships.
Uh-huh.
You're trying to use the good provinces.
Uh-huh.
I'm way too impatient for that.
Oh my god. Arumba! You're wasting our ducats.
You're wasting our ducats by making the mission take longer than it needs to. The sooner we get the mission, the sooner we get a new mission, the sooner we finish this mission, the sooner we get 15% trade efficiency, which will more than make up for the money we spent on the provinces that don't have wool. Besides, I have it on good faith that Paradox is going to realize the error of their ways, and they're going to remove that bullshit wool modifier because it's stupid.
Good.
And it makes the entire autonomous system horrible.
Okay.
For building units, and it shouldn't exist.
I love how we can just like throw down on like 30 boats and have no problem whatsoever with money. It's ridiculous. We have a lot of money in this campaign.
Yeah. Well, that's again one of the reasons I was not upset at all when you said let's go trade ideas.
Okay.
Trades it's amazing, especially because we live so close to an end node.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't think I'm doing that well with trade right now. We've talked about it many times. I just do not think I'm doing well with it.
Did you trade ideas with your Korea campaign?
My first one, yes. My second one, no.
Yeah, trade ideas is great, but if you're Korea, you're nowhere near an end node, and it's not going to make a huge difference for you.
No, it did very little for me the first round, so I decided not to do it the second round. So England's dealing with rebels. It's kind of nice. It's a big fucking rebel stack there, too.
Yeah, that reminds me. So we just had our truce timer with him. Do we have claims on him? Because we should declare on him before he can do anything annoying.
Let's take a look. Do we have claims on him? Kind of. We have claims on Calais, right? And that's it. Would be helpful to have some more claims on him. It'd be kind of helpful to get him out of the game.
Yeah, if we declare war on England, Spain will honor the call. Spain is our rival. One of the things that's kind of annoying for me right now is we don't have 50 power projections, so we're missing out on a ton of monarch points.
Yeah.
The problem is that our rivals are all difficult for us to attack. We can't actually... Well, that's not true. We could fabricate on Poland.
Why is Spain difficult to attack? France is going to give us military access, right? So when we have military access with...
Sorry. They're not difficult to attack. We can't fabricate claims on them.
I see. I understand. Yep.
The only casus belli we can use is humiliate rival, which doesn't allow you to take land.
Right. Just kind of an expensive reason to have a war.
Right.
But don't you get power projection from humiliate rival? Or is that prestige? I can't remember.
You do. You get monarch points and power projection. I mean, we could do it, just for the sake of keeping them out of the coalition as well.
I kind of like the idea of splitting up our wars. I mean, that would be a war that we'd fight.
They don't have enough aggressive expansion to join the coalition anyway.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
I think we should do it, but let's wait till we get our condottieri back. Obviously, we have like no troops at all right now because of the condottieri, so...
Speaking of, Dutch separatists, 70%.
Okay. And how about that disaster?
I haven't looked in a while.
62%. All right, let's just do the math. 64%.
Okay, and it's progressing at 2 per month, right? So we have 36 months. So that's 36 of those, which is 18 months, right?
So we have 18 ticks, and the next modifier with the nobility expires on September of 51 and July of 51. So July of 51.
July of 51 is exactly 2 years, which is 24 ticks, right?
Which is 12.
What?
Sorry, 20. Yeah, it's 24. Yeah,
24 ticks, right?
24 ticks.
Okay, and we only have 18 ticks though, because we have 36. Okay, so it will fire before that expands. So we do have to deal with it.
Yes, so we need to revoke some land to get them below 85%, so that they only tick up at 1 per month.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate because that's going to mean that they're going to be disloyal for a little while.
Doesn't it also... aren't they... Oh, they're not disloyal right now. They're just over-influence. Okay.
Yep. So I'm looking at our provinces, and the ones that they control that kind of don't make sense are...
Marches.
Yeah, Marches is heavily Diplo and admin developed, as is Kent. Kent is a 5.62. I would probably take Kent back.
Okay.
But,
and remind me, so I know that they're associated with, each of the estates is associated with one of the developments. But what are they doing with that development that matters? Like, why do I care that the nobility has... when the nobility has this thing, they have local manpower modifier plus 20%, right?
Yep.
And the 20% is applied to the 2. And that's why you want to give it to the appropriate one. So it's not doing anything for money. This is just manpower recovery.
Yes, that's all that the nobility will do.
Yeah, which we don't care about right now whatsoever.
It removes the autonomy for local manpower, force limit, and then it gives a bonus of 20% manpower. So in provinces that have high base manpower, it's good.
Sure.
In provinces
except that
like
manpower
5, 6,
as a whole isn't a particularly useful resource for us since we're using almost entirely mercs, right?
Right.
Okay. Just so I'm clear.
Yeah. Okay. Now, unfortunately, if we revoke that province, it's not enough to take them below 85%.
What about Marches?
Marches is also not enough.
Where are you seeing the negative? So I see this right now. If I see click to revoke this province, this will decrease their loyalty by blah, blah, blah. Their influence by 3.4 to 85. Okay.
85.1, and we need it to be below 85. That's the problem.
Oh, that's
85 will change the tick to 1% per month on the disaster.
Okay. Well, we could just get rid of. It's kind of unfortunate because we have a 15 modifier one in there.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna take Kent.
Okay. So puts them at 85.4.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And then we're gonna also go over near Denmark, and we're gonna revoke.
Can't province. You not revoke now? Because aren't they? No, they're still loyal. Nope. Okay.
They're very, very slightly above 40, which means there won't be a rebellion. Okay. We're going to revoke the province of Dithmarsh.
I like it when you talk like that. That's probably how you amuse your children in the evenings too, right? Talking like that.
Yeah. So now they're going to be pissed, but who cares?
Okay.
Because now the disaster's not going to fire.
Okay.
And with that, I think we're going to actually...
Holy shit, we're out of time already.
Take a break here. Yeah.
All right. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching.
See you in a bit.